How's it going, everyone, and welcome back. In this video I'm going to be doing a little bit of testing. So I have some adjustable sway bars that I'm waiting to put in, as well as I need to do some other suspension maintenance and improvements. So I'm gonna do a quick, real simple baseline on my current setup. And what I'm going to do is I have a 50-foot radius skid pad set up that I'm just going to do a 2-lap average on with how my suspension is currently set up now. And then I'm going to come back, do the same thing with after the sway bars and other improvements have been put in, and just see if there's any real comparison or if there's any improvements that can be seen. I'm not going to do a whole lot of laps, so the sample size is going to be pretty small, but hopefully I'll be able to at least tell a little bit. But yeah, stick around and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I have a finish line started or marked in with red solo cups on top, and I'm going to do a half lap to get up to speed. Then I'm going to do 2 full consecutive laps, and once I cross that finish line again, that's when I'll hit stop, and that'll be the end of this test. So that's it. So alright, let's go. So as I started this test, it became very obvious that the stock sway bars have a lot of body roll with them. They don't do a very good job of keeping the carb field planted. The front end ends up losing grip pretty quickly, and it's harder to maintain line and keep speed up. That for now, so I'll come back and afterwards, after I put everything back in, and redo the experiment. Alright, so I'm out here to do a little skid pad test after I installed my front and rear sway bars. And it's going to be a similar setup to before. It's a 50-foot radius, so 100 foot in diameter. I'm going to start off on the opposite side to get up to speed. Then I'm going to do about 3 total laps and just time it and see if there's any real difference. So, alright, let's get to it. Oh yeah, I can already tell right now it feels a lot flatter. I can hold it a lot better, and it feels so much faster than before. I did my best to keep the testing conditions the same. The only difference is the surface and location of where I set up my skid pad. So I will say that this side that I had done this on was a more favorable surface than when I did the first one. However, tires and suspension being all the same setup, the new sway bars were almost 2.5 seconds faster than over the stock. So sure, some of that is probably attributed to better surface, but they're so much better. The car handles so much better than what I did on the stock sway bars. But I hope this demonstration helps a little bit and gives you some insight to how much better that the car will handle with upgraded sway bars. Alright, so got the new sway bars installed, and so now I'm just going to kind of do a little road test. Initially, the steering response feels a lot better. Feels a lot quicker, and there's a little more feedback coming through the front end of the car. So that's always a good positive right off the bat. And then let's see how it does on these ramps. pretty good. There was no real big body roll that I could feel, and no tire squeal, even though it's probably I was going around there pretty quick. Try on an on-ramp. Front end grip than what there used to be with the stock sway bars. Front end grip is significantly more noticeable. Before, the car would understeer quite a bit once I started pushing it even a little bit. So that's a pleasant sign. For me, eliminating some of the understeer that the car had prior and being able to give my front tires a little more support and more grip has been a big change, and just being able to manage a lot of that old body roll that the car used to have. So I am looking forward to seeing how big of a difference they make on track